Mm. I think it's true. I believe it's true. I'm not going to say I think. I believe it's true about reality. I didn't really used to think it was true when I would hear people say certain things about reality. It's like we all create our own reality. Well, if you think about that and you think about the praise. Hello. Good morning, Dustin. Good morning, Simon. Think about the phrase, life is what you make of it. I saw this one video this morning. I look on my Facebook and answer, well, I look at some posts that are on there, and then I come on the YouTube, or come on the YouTube first. Either. I saw a video, and I was sitting there listening while it was muted. I'm rarely listening. And it is true. We we all create our reality on a daily basis. I was watching what I was watching, and I thought, that's that person's reality. And you could see it in their face. And they believed in their reality. You could see it. They were one with it. It's the one that they were living within their mind and everything about it. It was one complete package that was their reality. Um, Good morning. And then, if you look around at others, they're living, they truly are living their own reality. They're living in reality because they wake up and do whatever they do on a daily basis and stuff. That's their reality. Whether they believe they had a part in it or not. It's like the person who may go around being negative all the time and upset all the time and blaming everybody else for the life that they're living. Like if you sit around in a depression or you sit around in a dirty house, it's not going to make you feel good. A cluttered house and stuff maybe, but it may not bother people, but those people who complain, well, do something about it. Do something about it. Change your circumstances and change your life, change your reality. And by doing so, you're going to create a new reality for yourself because it's going to be real world and you might like it. If you better yourself, it's all about bettering yourself. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're not in your happy place. You're not in a good mood all the time. And I know it's difficult to change, but it literally does start with a mindset. Good morning. Yeah, it starts with a mindset. And I was thinking as I was watching what I watched this morning, they're living in their own reality. And there's no way I could live in that person's reality. That's not me. That is not the reality that I would choose to live for myself. It isn't. I'm just telling you. I was watching the mindset, but that's how they chose to live their life in that particular mindset and in that sphere of reality. And I thought, no, I would be so stifled. I wouldn't be able to be me. It was nothing like my reality and what I think on the inside. I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to describe it. We make our own reality. We recreate it. It's like when we got this house as a foreclosure. It was this color brown right here, and It had no plants around it, no nothing. It just had this tree and two trees down there. There was nothing. There's nothing, nothing. And that was like in '04. So worked hard with our hands to create this reality. It took a lot of hard work, but I wanted it. I wanted to create beauty all around. I wanted life. I wanted greenery. We wanted fruit. We wanted the wildlife and stuff. It's a lot of hard work, but that this would not be. This is not the reality for others because you may not want to put in all the work. You may not have the same mindset to put forth the work to do this. You may not. You may not even been able to, but over the course of time, you can change your reality. It don't happen in a day. It doesn't. Um, yeah, it doesn't happen in a day. And then I thought about the YouTube channel. I didn't even want to do a YouTube channel back in 2018. I just wanted to stay on the Facebook and get on there and get off as fast as I could. But then I came to the YouTube, even though I didn't want to. And then look at me now. I stuck with it. I wanted to throw my hands up in the air and say I give up so many times because I was beaten down, walked all over. But then I learned if I give up, I'm not gonna grow. I'm not gonna grow if I let the unkind words of others keep me from wanting to grow. Then I'm not gonna make it. No. We create our own reality. If you say, my life's so boring, I just do this every single day. Well, how about doing something different? How about that? If it's boring, do something different. And the more you do that something different, maybe you'll grow into that something different and your life won't be boring. It's all about putting forth the effort. And I know the world that we live in right now, it's hard to even want to put forth the effort to do anything that would bring about any type of change, even though you may want to, but the motivation's not there, the desire's not there. It's like that's been sucked right out of us. It truly is. I heard something. You did, Gina? Yeah, I did. Yeah, okay. No, it's like we truly are creators in a sense. You are. If you think of a YouTube creators, where you're creating content, you're creating a channel, you're creating an atmosphere, you're creating a place for people to come. But if you think of as in you're like a creator, you put forth the effort, and it's like people who like one man's junk is another one's treasure. You can take that junk and you can create something really beautiful with it. It's like repurposing things and putting them to something different. You're creating like someone who takes a piece of clay and then you mold it into something beautiful. You create it, or like you start with a blank canvas and you got your paintbrush and your paints and you create a beautiful painting. That's part of creation. And you know what? It's something that is instilled within all of us, whether you realize it or not. I mean, we were created, and it would make sense that we would have part of the creator within us to where we too can create. It's just some people create little and some people create big. Some people take it way too far, with this AI, without any, no, they take it way too far. Some people create havoc on the earth. They misuse it. They misuse their creativity, their ability to create change in the world. They misuse it in a very bad way, but then that's the drawback. Hello. Um, Women create children. You're drinking tea. Um, yeah, I've got some orange tea I'm drinking. It's like orange pico, or how you say it, orange pico tea. We got lots of herbal teas, and we have plants that we can take the tea leaves from, which we do, and dry them. And we have the little metal things that you can like put in your cup, or you can just put it in your cup and boil it in water or something, and you have your own tea. Yeah, I'm not a baker, okay? My husband's a baker. I never really was much of a baker, except when my children were little. Right now, my life has evolved. Just like you evolve, you grow, you adapt, you grow into a older version of yourself. You don't stay the same youthful person who do the same things your whole entire life. Well, some do. Some never grow up. Some stay a child for life. They really do. They don't want to let go of their youth. They carry it into old age. They do. But it's all right, you all. Our reality is what we make of it. If you don't like sitting around and thinking there's nothing to do, it's so boring, then do something. Do something. Don't sit around and sit in that mindset, because it's that mindset that's keeping you sitting around when you're saying it's so boring. If I were to sit around and think, oh, it's so boring, there's nothing to do, it's because I don't want to do anything, because it seems boring to me. You can't do that your whole life and say, well, it's so boring, there's nothing to do. Because truly there's always something to do. It's just that you don't want to do that something. If you don't want to do that something, then find something different to do. It starts up here. You don't want to be stagnated. You don't, you all. Our reality, we create our own reality. You can change your reality. And sometimes it takes walking away in certain situations. Literally walking away from a hell on earth. For some people, if they're in a bad relationship, you got a family, you got children, and it takes enormous courage to just walk away, whoever that's for. It does. That's the only way some people are going to be able to change their circumstances at times. You walk away into that great unknown and you don't look back, and it's really scary. And it's not easy, and it takes time to rebuild your life. But for some, the moment you walk away, it's like walking away from a job that just beats you down to the ground. And people who beat you down, when you finally get up the courage and you say, that's it, and you walk out of that door, it's like you literally are leaving behind that heavy load, that thing that weighed you down, and you're stepping out into freedom. It feels so good. It feels so good to be able to walk away from something and literally feel that energy fall off of you. It really is like that. I'm describing how it makes me feel when I've done that before. It's just like, wow, I freed myself from that prison that weighed me down. And truly it is. It's like an energy that holds you prisoner. But it does. It makes you feel free. Um, Hello, Brandy. Good morning. Yeah. Overcome the fear. Yeah, it is fear. Fear is I totally agree with you. It is a major, major stumbling block in life. And if you don't push yourself beyond the fear, you're not going to be able to move forward. You got to sometimes push yourself out of the comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Some people get comfortable being bored. Some people get comfortable sitting around. and complaining. It becomes a life for them. Some people get comfortable not doing anything, but the moment you get up and you start doing anything, especially if you've done nothing your whole life, you just sat around and did nothing, it's so liberating to free yourself from it. It's like you break through those chains that made you just sit around and do nothing, even though in your mind you probably envisioned, I would love to do this, I'd love to get out and do this and that, I just would wish I had more. The moment you make up your mind and say, you know what, I think I'm going to do it today, and you get out there and you literally free yourself from a mental prison or some kind of spiritual prison, and you start realizing and start doing, and you look back and say, I can't believe I wasted all those years doing nothing. And it was really this easy. All I had to do was make myself. It is true. It is, you all. It's, no, we create our own reality. And some people are happy living in their reality, even though it may not consist of very much, but it's their reality, the reality that they created within their own bubble, their little bubble of existence. What if we did have something like that, like some type of spherical reality, and we just don't even realize it? I don't know, but yeah, we create it, and another person's reality may not be your reality that you would choose, your life that you would choose. Then you think of simulation, a simulated reality. Yeah. I could have been lazy and think, you know what? I like the brown on this house. I don't want to change it. I don't want to plant no plants. I like everything just the way it is. Just leave it, just no grass, just plain old grass, no plants, no wildlife, and just sit around, and that would be my life. But that's not me on the inside. I can't do that. Some people can. There's no growth. You ever look around and you've known people all your life, and maybe you've been away for years and you come back, it's all the same thing. Not a single thing has changed. They're doing the exact same things they were doing for years and years and years. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's your reality that you've created. But truly, some people, there's no growth. There's no sliding back. It's literally like a standstill. Nothing grows. Nothing, it's just all the same. And it's okay. It's all right. It is. If you're watching this and that's your life, that's fine. That's your reality that you created, that you wanted for yourself. And you might say, but I didn't want to be like this. Well, it starts up here. It does. And you have to make yourself create that. You have to create a change. You got to have, the change has to start on the inside. It does. I have a friend who she got married. They were getting up in age, and they sold their house. They sold everything in their house, their belongings and stuff. They sold their cars and stuff. And you know what they did? They took that money. They bought them an RV or a pull behind thing, and they're traveling all over the United States, and they're enjoying their life. That's what they wanted to do, but they had to give up everything else because they know, we're not promised another tomorrow. And when you get older, you realize your life is going to pass you by. And if you realize, well, I'd have to sell this house and stuff, I really like to have that. Well, sometimes things come at a cost, and some people may not be willing to do that, but they are. They're very happy. There's the two of them just traveling around out west and just visiting nature. They look really happy. They seem really happy. But that's not for everybody either. You can wake up that late in life and say, you know what, I want to enjoy my life. Yeah. Um, Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I think it is true. I believe it's true about reality. You create your own reality. You create a life. You may say, well, I didn't create this life. I'm miserable. I just stuck in it. Well, get unstuck. And it's not easy to get unstuck, but only you can make that decision whether or not is it worth it to get unstuck. You may say, I don't know how. And you may have people trying to help you to get unstuck, but what they're telling you, you just feel like, I just can't do it. I'm too scared, or you're going to stay stuck. You need encouragement. You do. You truly do need encouragement. And there are people who have been stuck in situations and they didn't know how to get out, but they had some good friends. They had people who cared, who were able to coach them and help them get out of their stuck situation, and then they create a different life for themselves. It happens. Hey, Pippi Lou, it does happen. So I think I am done. Those blue jays are chirping over the peanuts out there. Yeah. No, I've got a family. I've got family. I got friends. No, I'm never alone. Never. Unless I become alone. You ever hear that phrase? You can feel so alone even though you're surrounded by lots of people. Lots of people in a big crowd, but you still feel all alone because your spirit is disconnected from them. The loneliness is on the inside of here because there's an emptiness. Well, you need the love of God on the inside here to fill the emptiness, the void. You truly do. It is love that truly does fill the void on the inside, the emptiness. It makes all the difference because if you got love, it will change your world. It'll change your life. It'll change you forever. It will. It's supernatural. It is. It's like someone waves the wine. You got it all on the inside of you. It's just like maybe you can just run into one person and they say something or they do an act of kindness, an act of love, and it literally, whatever they said, whatever they did, penetrated you on the inside of your being and changed your life forever in a major way, in a good way. All it took is one little bitty tiny like spark of kindness, one little bitty tiny word or phrase from somebody, one, and it literally penetrates. It was just the right thing, and it created something on the inside, and that something grew in your world, in your life, and you changed forever. It's like a transformation took place like that right there. It does happen. It does. Aw, happy birthday, Bernadine. 67. Love you too. Yeah, mushy is good stuff. I am a deep thinker, and I do like to talk about feelings and emotions. It's okay. It's reality. It is reality. We create our own reality, and sometimes, people don't got nobody to talk to. You say, well, I don't have nobody to talk to, and it makes a lonely existence. It does, and it's good that they have something like this, a social media, where people can socialize, even if it's online, even though there's no people physically near you. There may be, but you may not vibe with them. It's okay. It is. Um, we all want to enjoy our life, no matter how long we're still going to be here, or, yeah, we want to have a good life. Nobody really wants to sit around and be bored, but you got to do something to change that mindset. Something has to happen on the inside to create that change. It does. So I am going to go. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to change. It's hard to make a difficult decision, but even though it's hard, you can look back on your life and say, it was so hard for me to make that decision, but it's the best decision I could have ever made in my life. Yeah. Even though it might have been scary and you never knew that what it is, it's the unknown. If you make decisions, there could even be people involved. If I can't do this because what would happen to this person, this person, this person. And it's the fear of that mere thought, what would, but you got to push through it. If you literally push through with the right intentions right there and leave it in the hands of God, leave it in the hands of the universe and push through, and your intention is absolutely pure. When you push through it, everything literally works out. It works out like magic. Just like that. Just falls right into place. Because you know why? Because you were lining up with that divine path. That's why it falls right into place. You lined up with it. You had to push beyond the unknown, push beyond the fear. And once you did, and you thought, wow, it wasn't as bad as I imagined it in my mind. Can't believe all of these good things have started happening because you're on your divine path. You push through the fear, and now you're able to grow. Yeah, that's right. Let go and let God. It's true. I am going to go. Thank you for tuning in. I didn't know all of this was going to come out, but it was all stemmed from this one video I saw. And I thought, that's their reality. They created that reality. You could see it in their face and everything, and it was embedded in their mind. And it only consisted of that little bitty sphere. Then I thought, well, we create our own reality. It's not the reality that I want to create for myself, and obviously I didn't. But I created my own reality. You create your own reality. We can do it, you all, we can. I'm going to go. With that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning and day, evening. And if you want to change in your life, then do it. You can do it. You truly can do it. Hey there, Deb, honey. Yeah, and hello to any other moderator. Hello to everyone who's in the comments section. Love you.